You wouldn't believe what I discovered when I opened that drawer. My wife, Yumi, was kissing her ex-boyfriend in our bedroom. I saw them through the window. My heart stopped. How could she do this to me? She thought I was a poor man. She married me for love, she said. But now I knew the truth. She never loved me. She only stayed because I was easy to control. But she was wrong about one thing. I was not poor. I was the owner of the building. I owned the penthouse where we lived. And I had a secret. I was a billionaire. But I hid it from everyone, even my wife. Now I had to decide. Should I tell her? Or should I wait and watch her lie more? I chose to wait. I wanted to see how far she would go. And I wanted revenge. I met Yumi 3 years ago. She was beautiful. She had long black hair and a sweet smile. I was working as a simple office worker, or so she thought. I drove an old car and wore cheap clothes. But I loved her. I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. We lived in a small apartment. I paid the rent with my salary. But the apartment was not mine. I owned the whole building. I owned 10 buildings in the city. But I never told her. I wanted to test her love. I wanted to see if she loved me for who I was, not for my money. For 3 years, she was a good wife. She cooked for me and cleaned the house. But then things changed. She started going out at night. She said she was meeting friends. But I saw her phone. She was texting a man named Taro. Her ex-boyfriend. I felt sick. I wanted to confront her. But I waited. I hired a private detective. He took photos. He showed me everything. Yumi and Taro met every week. They kissed. They laughed. They planned a future together. Without me. I was heartbroken. But I also felt anger. She betrayed me. She lied to me every day. And she thought I was a fool. But I was not. I was watching. And I was planning my revenge. I decided to trap her. I told Yumi that I had to go on a business trip for a week. She smiled and kissed me goodbye. But I did not leave. I stayed in the building. I watched her from the security cameras. The next day, Taro came to our apartment. They laughed and drank wine. I felt my blood boil. But I stayed calm. I called my lawyer. I told him to prepare divorce papers. And I told him to make sure Yumi got nothing. Not a single penny. The next day, I went to the apartment. Yumi was surprised to see me. "You are back early," she said. She looked nervous. "Yes," I said. "I missed you." I kissed her forehead. She smiled, but her eyes were scared. I knew she was hiding something. But I did not say anything. I waited. That night, I pretended to sleep. I heard her whisper on the phone. "He is here," she said. "I cannot meet you tomorrow." Then she hung up. I opened my eyes. "Who were you talking to?" I asked. She jumped. "No one," she said. "Just a friend." I looked at her. "I know the truth, Yumi," I said. "I know about Taro." Her face turned white. "What?" "No, you are wrong," she said. But I showed her the photos. She started crying. "I am sorry," she said. "I made a mistake." But I did not believe her. I walked to the window and looked at the city skyline. "This building is mine," I said. "Everything you see is mine. I am a billionaire. And you will get nothing." She screamed. She begged. But I did not listen. I walked out of the door. I left her there, alone. A week later, I filed for divorce. Yuma tried to contact me, but I ignored her. She came to my office. She looked terrible. Her eyes were red. Her hair was messy. "Please, Kenji," she said. "Give me another chance." I looked at her. "Why should I?" I asked. "You lied to me. You cheated on me. You never loved me." She cried. "I was stupid," she said. "I did not know your worth. But now I see. You are rich. You are powerful. I want to be with you." I laughed. "You only want my money," I said. "You never loved me." I stood up. "The divorce is final," I said. "You get nothing. Not the apartment, not the car, not a single yen." She screamed. "You cannot do this," she shouted. "I am your wife." I shook my head. "You were my wife," I said. "Now you are nothing." I called security. They took her away. I watched her leave. I felt empty. Revenge did not make me happy. It only made me sad. But I learned something. Love cannot be bought. It cannot be tested. It is either real or it is not. And Yumi's love was never real. I walked to the elevator and pressed the button. I went up to the rooftop. I looked at the city. The sun was setting. I took a deep breath. I was free. and I was ready to start a new life. My name is Kenji. I am a billionaire. But I learned that money cannot buy love. Yumi wanted my money, not me. That hurt, but it also taught me something important. I need to find someone who loves me for who I am, not for what I have. I decided to take a break from work. I traveled to a small village in the mountains. I met kind people there. They did not know I was rich. They treated me like a friend. I felt happy. I realized that true happiness comes from simple things. A smile. A kind word. A shared meal. I still own my buildings. I still have my money. But now I use it to help others. I donate to schools and hospitals. I build homes for the poor. I do not hide who I am anymore. But I also do not show off. I am just a man. A man who learned a hard lesson. Love is not a game. It is a gift. And I will wait for the right person to share it with. The end.